crisis. Some have said there's an immaturity amongst the political parties, that they're not, being serious and sort of taking in the weight of the situation. Do you think that's the case? Could they be making more compromises here?
So there is ambition, of course, and you're like 2 years from an extremely important election, and we live in a country in France, and the French political history is such that de Gaulle, the founding father of this republic, sought to give this country a strong presidential power, because what we had before was a strong parliament, and it didn't work out so well because it was toppled. And what was said a little bit earlier, we had like something like around 12 governments in just one republic, or around 20 governments. So because in our history we had a lot of parliamentary instability, there was no trust when this republic was founded in 1958 that parliament was going to do better. So we said, okay, we're going to give real power to the president. And why did our first president, General de Gaulle, in 1962 decide that the president would have the power of being the honor of being elected directly by the people? It is because he's supposed to have the utmost legitimacy. Like he is supposed to be, which is not less the case since the 5 year, we went from 7 years to 5 years of the political mandate. He's supposed to be sort of the referee of our political game, general game that we have, political system. So there is this ambition, but there's also something that is related probably to values. If you are from the left and you see a government from the right that is elected and they are not in line with basic values that your electorate agrees with, it's very hard for you to commit. Same for the right. If you see in government people who are like for ending the pensions reform, and for you it is important because you know that this country needs actual reform to face its debt, then you can't support that government because you can't explain that to your electorate, but also you can't yourself. If you've been a politician for some time, you believe in what you've been doing, you can't morally do that because it's not in line with what you do. So that's the trap of partisanship in French politics. You get it at a point where you don't have a figure that is capable of saying, we need to do what's best for the country, even if you have, partisan ideals and partisan ideology, and it brings sort of a stop, like a break in the way this country is governed. And we are living a really serious crisis in this country. This is more than just a few people who don't agree. But I don't think the solution is coalitions, because here again, I'm being very lucid and pragmatic. This country does not have a coalition tradition. We're very different from other European countries.
Yeah.
However, I believe the solution is going back to the will of the people, having elections and making sure there's a majority. And once we have a majority, then things can be solved.